Hello, my dear friends. I'm Mr. Sean Rabbit, and I'll tell you terrible stories. Story 1. I bought an old phone at a flea market. It still calls me. I bought myself an old push-button phone just for nostalgia. It was a Motorola, circa 2004. It worked, in good condition, and came with a 1 gigabyte flash drive. I just wanted to get away from my smartphone and digital addiction sometimes. The phone started up. There were even a couple of old contacts left. Mom, home, and one strange one called 451. I deleted it right away, just in case. But the next evening, the phone called itself. I picked up the receiver, and there was silence on the other end. Just breathing, long, heavy. I hung up, thinking it was a glitch. But 2 days later, it called again, at 4:51 a.m., unknown number. Silence again. But this time, I heard a muffled whisper. It said, "You gave me my voice back. Now listen." The phone started acting strange. It turned on by itself, vibrated at night, even spoke text, as if someone had recorded it on a dictaphone. Once it played the voice of a child screaming, "Daddy, don't!" I tried to take out the battery, throw away the SIM card. No use. It turns on without a battery, as strange as it may sound. Once I woke up from a call and saw that the number 451 appeared again. And in the list of messages, the phrase, "You are now part of the network. We hear everything." I don't know what it is. I tried to sell the phone, but it comes back. The postman once found it in the mailbox at my house a week after selling it. All he said, "Dude, he called me. He said he wanted to go home." Story 2. Another girl on security camera. Submitted by a subscriber named Aaron from Texas. I have a daughter. She is 6 years old. Like all parents, I installed a camera in her room to keep an eye on her when she sleeps, especially if she is sick or sleeps poorly. The camera is a regular one with a night mode connected to an app on the phone. One day, at 2:40 a.m., I received a notification. Motion was detected. I opened the camera and see my daughter standing in the corner of the room with her back to the bed, just standing there, not moving. I thought. She woke up, went to the bathroom and hesitated, but a few seconds later, a second figure appeared in the frame. Next to her stood another girl, absolutely not my daughter. She was taller with long arms, and her skin was almost gray. And when my daughter turned, they both looked straight into the camera. A second, then the light flickered, and only my daughter was left, in the corner. I ran into the room. She was sleeping, in a deep sleep, but she was standing in a dream. After that, I started reviewing old recordings. In several night fragments, this second girl appears again. She's either standing next to the bed or sitting on the floor, always looking at the camera, never moving, and most importantly, my daughter never notices her. Until one morning she said, "Mom, can she not play with me anymore?" She bites painfully. Story 3. The downstairs neighbor who wasn't there. I rented an apartment in Manhattan, in an old brick building. A safe place, but a little gloomy. According to the landlady, no one lived below me. The ground floor had burned down a couple of years ago and was still empty, but every night I heard someone moving furniture downstairs. right under my bedroom, the creaking of the floor, the sound of dragging objects, as if someone was dragging something heavy. I called the landlady. She said that the windows and doors downstairs were boarded up, and there was no way to get in. A few days later, I woke up to my desk being moved. Literally. It was closer to the window than usual. I thought I had touched it myself, but there were marks on the floor, as if it had been dragged. And then I saw on the door scratches on the inside. 3 long stripes. One time I set the phone to record for the night. In the morning I listened to it again. At 3:11 a.m., the sound of a door opening, and a clear, deep voice. "He's in the way." Again. And then laughter, like a child's, and a sound like something was crawling on the ceiling. I left. I forgot the camera was on. 4 days later, the recording stopped on the phrase, "Now it's empty upstairs. Should I invite the next one?"